At 12:28, the police are here. Hey, how's it going? I called you guys out here. I called you guys out here. I'm three-quarters deaf. So if you could just speak up.
Okay.
Okay, hang on, I forgot something. I got some papers.
Okay.
Okay, guys, it's just me.
Okay.
These papers are proof that I was harassed. I want that collected as evidence. The person posing as my mother, I'm going to talk about because I need to hear myself,
Okay.
is harassing me about I should be somewhere else, that I shouldn't have left the Divergent Center. You understand what the Divergent Center is?
Yeah.
Of course, you're very familiar. Okay, good. She doesn't understand what that is. She understands that I should be away from the home in some homeless shelter. I'm currently trying to look for a place. I don't have cell phone service, and I'm three-quarters deaf, so that's a setback for me. I need to get into my clinic Monday. I have an appointment. The last time, or maybe second from last, y'all officers were here. It was pretty much telling me just to wait till my appointment and see how things go and to settle down in the house. And assuredly, they must have told her somewhat similar. If you catch my drift, that she shouldn't be harassing me now. And I get anxious. Okay, the story is she came in with those papers and sat down across from me in the living room, and I wasn't expecting her to be like that about, you shouldn't have left there and I should be somewhere else in some homeless shelters. And note on the second page is the actual Edgewater Pavilion, which is not a shelter like that. It's a shelter,
Yeah, like a picnic shelter.
Picnic shelter. She doesn't understand. This is the Google search results you get when you just search shelter and what I think, which I already did a week or two ago. And because of me going out on my own, to my accord, choosing to do so myself, to go to the Divergent Center one more time, she is in some belief that I shouldn't be here, even after the officers were here and I asserted my right to tenancy. So, there's that in a nutshell. Okay, we can set that aside. Put it on the shelf. Okay. You won't need to talk to her, I guess. She's not my real mother. I need to report my real mother's murder.
Okay.
I need a detective that I was promised about 2 months ago. It was a little over 2 months ago. I had a sergeant in my house, Sergeant Melbar. He said, he told me to pick a time of day. I picked the time of day, noon. He told me tomorrow, which on a Tuesday night meant Thursday at noon. Which, the next day I didn't, I took it with a grain of salt and thought about it. Maybe he meant the next day, and I waited the next day and no detective ever showed. I was promised a detective so that I could report my real mother's murder. Okay. One never showed. I assume maybe one did ride by and point a camera at me, but that's speculative. Okay. I'd like a detective.
Okay.
Just as promised before, I guess that would be ultimately the solution as far as you guys. I believe, though, I need a federal detective. My thing happened out of state. It came across the interstate. You can extradite from where the perp is. We're looking for her. We're not looking. I'm telling you who he is and where he is, but we'll get to that. We need to. There was a fire. My mother's remains were burned. She was stabbed to death. Okay, we're on the page.
Okay. When did this happen?
About 1982.
Okay. So, 1982. What made you want to report it now?
Because I had repressed memories of the event, I witnessed it myself.
Okay. How did these repressed memories come up?
I had to have some solace. I hermited. I got away from society in the basement of 2 houses ago. We're on our third constructive eviction. I was up and I write about that right there after that, and that has been the distraction the whole time I slumped. I'd rather get on to more serious things now. When they surfaced, I was at peace. I got away from everything, and my sleep schedule started adjusting naturally by itself very well. I got enough sleep. I actually had motivation to do better in my life. With that, I had time away, sheltered in place. So I came to remembering these events and remembering not just surface memories, but practical memories that have been there that are congruent.
Okay.
My uncle, step-uncle, we'll say step-uncle, because my mother and him weren't related, is my father.
Okay.
By rape. I was a product of rape. He is our birth.
Gotcha.
My birth certificate says unknown. My birth certificate has kerosene stains from the night of the fire.
Okay. So, if we call out a call for a detective to come meet up with you, maybe not today, but they might follow up.
He can knock on my door anytime he likes.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. We're going to do a report based upon your statement today, and then have a guard come follow up.
Can I cut you off there?
Yeah.
July 1st, 2024 is when I attempted to do this first.
Okay.
They asked me, do I have any mental illness? Yes. Am I on medication for it? No. They decided from there to hand me over to the rookies and not get any EMT, call me crazy, take me back home to mom, and tell her everything after we agreed that we wouldn't do that. That they could just go talk to her and not divulge all the sensitive material. That's exactly what was done, though.
Okay.
Okay. So it's been somewhat problematic since then. I'm not going after the police like you guys that were here said, well, we can call up names and make a complaint about them not doing their job right, whatever. I'm not trying to do that.
I understand. So that was my kind of my concern. So what mental health diagnosis do you have?
I'm misdiagnosed.
Misdiagnosed. Okay.
I should be diagnosed with autism.
Gotcha. What's your misdiagnosis then?
Schizoaffective disorder, which I was diagnosed with by a Social Security appointed doctor to give me a check in 4.5 minutes, whereas it took 2 weeks of constant observation by that default misdiagnosis. But then also is the doctor told me that doesn't mean you're delusional or have had any hallucinations, which was an outright lie, according to the definition of the diagnosis.
Yeah. So do you feel you have the hallucinations?
No.
Or do you feel like things are there that you don't like other people don't
No,
see? Or
not at all.
anything like that?
Not at all. My disorder is a factitious-based disorder,
Okay.
whereas something's wrong and it stands out, I have to say something. Like now, but next now, it's when the car's parked more than a foot from a curb, it kind of rings a bell. Just the subtleties, and it doesn't trigger me.
You should notice them.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you're not taking any medication anymore. How long have you
I
been?
have a monthly injection that the hospital, the inpatient setting that I was trapped in for 24 days refusing meds, gave to me. It's Envega. It's every 30 days, and I didn't deserve that. It's for symptoms that I didn't have.
Okay.
For antipsychotic.
Did that help you or did it not help
Not,
you?
no, it's making me nervous more. It's making me antsy.
Okay.
I don't like it at all. But that's a side thing.
Yeah, right.
I'm
trying
very
to
well
understand.
collected and put together now.
Right.
Before I was a little irate with this is a salon. It is what it is. And what else am I going to do? Go on about it. That was part of all this being a problem. The living situation. I need to find my own place. I realize that.
So
Yeah.
your mother lives here as well?
Yes, I'm on the lease. I was actually forged to the lease while I was in inpatient. Whatever. That's another side note. Distractions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how long have you been without? When did you last get your monthly shot?
Oh, it was the beginning of this month.
Okay, so you're still on track with the monthly.
That's not it though.
Yeah.
Understanding that it's a misdiagnosis in the first place and they're treating me for symptoms I don't have. This is about as irate as I can get about it.
Right. Okay. What else was I gonna say?
So I'm not being in any form irate here when she's coming up. I've been a church mouse this whole time since twice ago officers were here. Like they said to me today.
Yeah, you're being totally cooperative. I appreciate
Okay,
that.
that's what you're here for, I believe, your main call. But the second thing is more important. That kind of trumps everything. And
Yeah, like I said, so we're gonna include in our report your statements about your mother and everything like that.
she was stabbed to death with a chef knife.
Okay.
Then her body was burned by kerosene by her two stepbrothers.
Okay. All right. And then when you talk to your mom about this, what she said?
I try not to, because I was trying to be discreet in the first place in 2024.
And then, do you have like a social worker anyway?
No, I'm trying to get a social worker. I'm trying to get a social worker through you guys. I want to get a social worker and a caseworker name above her. There it is. Usually a girl. I don't know why.
So,
I'm trying to go to the center's clinic. They don't have walk-in case management, and they don't have very good walk-in case management. And Signature Health has also, by the way, fucked me over. They were the ones that put me in the inpatient
Gotcha.
year and 3 months ago. Besides
So,
the recent one.
Because there may be potentially some mental health stuff going on here.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna
she's
do,
on-
when we do this report, we're going to forward it on to our crisis response team, the CRT unit. Are you familiar with them?
yeah.
They're kind of more equipped to handle stuff like this, like you do a social worker.
Well,
and
I'm
things like
trying to
that.
go around, not dealing with mom. She's on her way to what's it called? It's some mental decline.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm trying to go around and do the technical aspect of just reporting the murder and going off on my own to do that part.
Okay.
And it's not such a big deal of she's irate about the sayings of the ongoing. It's more so that she's just wanted me out more or less in the first place.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, we can address that's with the social worker the social worker works with that crisis response team.
All right.
They can work out getting you resources, get you somewhere.
Through the team, you're suggesting that you should have contact me.
Yep, there is
Would that be as well as the detective or aside from?
So there's a detective and a social worker that work on the same car together.
Okay.
So that kind of two birds with one stone.
That sounds ideal.
Yeah.
Can I get information for that?
Yeah. So what we're gonna do, we'll give you a report number,
Okay.
and we're gonna do a report for you, and then they're gonna follow up. They're probably gonna call you or come knock on the door because you said your phone doesn't work right. So they'll come knock on the door and they'll check on you and get
And I can explain my current situation more thoroughly.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's
once
exactly
you
what I want
report
then.
your
Yeah.
information, and then we'll
Do you want to hold on to this?
Yeah. Report number? No.
Yeah, we'll get you a card.
No, I wanted this submitted.
Okay, we'll hold on to that for
You
you.
hold on to it. You
Sure.
hold on to it. Just so we can say you took it. Just.
Yeah, it's on camera that we have it. I opened it up on my camera, so all that.
That would be Exhibit B.
Okay.
The last would be when she drugged me. I came out. I called you guys. I came out with the cup that she put. I guess Colonidine because it sure felt like it. And Sergeant Melvar was here. Okay, we're skipping the whole story. We're going to the end of the story. On the way out, they're saying, well, we don't want to bring this back through the house, throw it in the garbage, because he might get irate if he sees us do that. And then they're going to take it somewhere else and throw it away. Throwing the evidence in the garbage is what I'm hearing. But in all, the evidence isn't the important part, it's the acts.
So, what's the staff order?
And what's messed up is I don't have a phone number.
Okay.
I can't even call those numbers. And I'm three-quarter staff, so
So what I'm going to do is I'm
Social
going to give you this report number. Okay, they have my partner's name and badge number. He's going to do a report for you.
Okay, thank you.
You can call back and see. You can try to get an update on it if you need to or something. But
I
detective
just
should.
talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Just,
So a detective will come knock on your door and try to follow up with you. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know when it's going to be exactly. They're pretty busy, but they might be out here the next day or next week or so. I guess. All right.
thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I just need your name, man. You
Teddy.
got social?
Uh,
And what's your name? And then you said you don't have a phone number, right?
you can take the address.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have
are you in
that.
the upstairs or the downstairs?
Downstairs.
And what's your date of birth?
6780.
Okay. So we'll go back. We'll knock this report out for you, and then we'll send it along to that crisis response team, and they'll come out and talk to you.
Thank
Okay?
you. Within the next few days, maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Right.
So I can't tell you when exactly, but they should. They work every day for the most part, so someone should come out and talk to you.
Thank
All
you. Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
I'm going.
You too. Take care. That was me getting a social worker through the police. Wednesday, February 18th at 12:48 p.m. I placed myself on house arrest. Until my appointment. Not with the cops, with the clinic. Duh. So yeah, it's a social worker through the police. Signature Health, the centers as well. And more. All on one plate.